Imagine this. You're walking barefoot through a palace so vast and dazzling, it feels like heaven was poured into stone. Golden walls gleam under the sun, marble floors stretch endlessly, and every step echoes with the whispers of ancient secrets. At the center, seated on a throne of ivory and cedar, is not just a king, but the king, King Solomon. The richest, the wisest, the most legendary ruler the world has ever known. His eyes meet yours, not with judgment, but with a calm, soul-piercing clarity. Then he leans forward and says, "Wealth isn't about what you own, it's about what you understand." Let that sink in. What if your struggles with money aren't because of laziness, bad luck, or background? What if the real reason you're stuck is because no one ever handed you the blueprint? Not motivational quotes, not recycled hustle talk. I'm talking about ancient, time-tested wealth laws, the very ones Solomon used to build a kingdom so prosperous. Gold was as common as stones. What if there were timeless principles hidden behind Solomon's unimaginable fortune? What if your financial breakthrough has been waiting for this moment? Well, you're about to find out. Today we'll uncover 5 ancient wealth laws from the mind of King Solomon, laws that could flip your entire financial destiny and set you on a new path of abundance, wisdom, and legacy. But first, are you intrigued by this topic? If yes, comment below with this phrase, "I will be rich and wise like King Solomon." When I see it, I'll give your comment a heart to show I see your potential. And if you want to support this channel, smash the like button and hit subscribe. It takes less than a second, but helps more than you know. Now that you've commented and subscribed, let's dive in. Number 1. The law of financial intelligence, wisdom first, then wealth. Solomon didn't ask God for money. He didn't ask for fame or power. He asked for wisdom. Why? Because wealth without wisdom is like handing a loaded weapon to a toddler. Dangerous, isn't it? Short-lived, and probably messy. Let's be honest. You know someone who can quote Shakespeare, but doesn't know how to use a credit card wisely. You know someone who graduated with honors, but lives paycheck to paycheck. Maybe that person is you. Solomon would say, if you knew better, you'd do better. Financial intelligence isn't taught in most schools. They teach algebra, but not assets. You memorize poetry, but never learn the power of compound interest. Here are the 5 educations Solomon might say every person needs. 1. Spiritual education. Who are you? And why are you here? 2. Personal education. Who are you becoming? 3. Academic education. Reading, writing, mathematics, and so on. Sure, they matter. Marketplace education. How do you serve others in exchange for value? Financial education. How do you make, manage, multiply, and protect money? Solomon's lesson: never chase money, master it. Imagine a woman named Grace. She grew up in a poor household, always told, money is evil. She gets a great job, but squanders every paycheck. Why? Because no one taught her how to handle money. Then one day she picks up a book on budgeting. That single decision rewires her life. She learns to save, invest, grow. In 10 years, she's financially free. Not because she earned more, but because she learned more. Number 2. The law of delayed gratification. Patience pays interest. Ever seen a toddler eat all their Halloween candy in one night and cry the next day because it's gone? Now picture that, but with paychecks. Solomon once wrote, "A fool devours all he has." You don't need a prophet to tell you this. If money leaves your hand as fast as it enters, you're not building a future, you're burning it. Here's a truth that stings. Most people are broke not because they don't earn enough, but because they don't wait long enough. Every dollar is a soldier. Some fight today's battles, like rent and food. But some must be trained for tomorrow's wars, like education, investments, emergencies, and so on. David gets a bonus at work. He's eyeing a new phone, but instead he puts the money into a Roth IRA. Fast forward 20 years, that decision turns $1,000 into $10,000. Meanwhile, the guy who bought the phone, he's still financing his lifestyle with monthly payments and dreams he can't afford. Ask yourself this: am I spending money just to impress people who don't really care? Am I sacrificing long-term happiness for short-term gratification? You can either impress people now or bless your future later, not both. Now head to the comments and write, "Delayed gratification is the bridge between your dreams and your destiny." When I see your comment, I'll recognize your wisdom and give you a heart. Now that you've commented, let's continue. Number 3. The law of savings. If you don't save, you're not safe. Let's talk about Marvin. Marvin made millions in his 20s. Flashy cars, designer suits, private jets, the whole Instagram billionaire starter pack. Then life happened. His business collapsed. His health took a hit. And like a sandcastle in a storm, it all crumbled. Why? Because Marvin never saved. Solomon wrote, "Go to the ant, you sluggard. Consider its ways and be wise. It stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food at harvest." Even ants have a savings plan. What's yours? Savings isn't about hoarding. It's about honoring your future self. It's the cushion that keeps you from crashing. The bridge that helps you cross storms others drown in. A person who earns $2,500 per month, but every month tucks away $250 into a high-yield savings account. 5 years later is not rich, but the person's car breaks down. They don't panic. The person pays in cash. No credit card, no stress, just peace. What's your excuse? Saving may not seem exciting, but it's a smart choice. It's not about being cheap. It's about being strategic. You save now so you can invest later. With savings, you create a safety net that allows you to take advantage of opportunities when others are panicking. If you always borrow money for every emergency, you're not financially free. You're vulnerable. Savings won't make you rich, but it'll keep you from being poor again. Number 4. The law of investment. Send your money on a mission. Solomon wasn't just wise, he was strategic. He didn't keep his wealth idle. He deployed it. He understood that money is a servant. If it's not working for you, it's plotting against you. You can't just save and pray. You must invest wisely, consistently, and patiently. Think of savings as storing soldiers in a barracks, while investing as sending those soldiers to conquer lands. It could be real estate, stocks, small businesses, digital assets, and so on. You must learn to send your money on an errand and expect it to come back with many, many laborers by letting it do the heavy lifting for you. If you're only working for money, you're just a laborer. But when money works for you, you're a wealth builder. Remember, not investing is a guaranteed loss. If you don't learn to convert your active income into passive income, you'll be stuck on a treadmill of survival. Active income, like a job or hustle, only supports you while you're working. The moment you stop, the income stops, like carrying water in a bucket. When you stop walking to the well, the water runs dry. In contrast, passive income from dividends, royalties, rental income, or automated online businesses continues to provide long after you've finished working. It's like building a pipeline instead of carrying buckets. Consider a friend of mine who is a freelance designer. Each month, she had to chase clients and complete projects to get paid. Despite her talent, she was exhausted. Then she made a smart move. She created and sold a digital design course. The first few months were slow, but once she built that system, she began earning while she slept. Today that course generates more income than any client ever did, without her needing to be on calls every day. This illustrates a key difference. Those with less money repeat tasks, while the wealthy build systems and repeat those systems. The goal isn't just to hustle harder, it's to hustle smarter. Real wealth isn't about how much you earn, it's about how much you own and automate. So here's the million-dollar question. Are you just a hustler, or are you building a system? I repeat, don't just work for money, make money work for you. Number 5. The law of multiple streams. Don't rely on just one river. Solomon said it best, divide your investments among many places, for you do not know what risks might lie ahead. Ecclesiastes chapter 11 verse 2. If all your income comes from one job, one boss, one business, You're a decision away from disaster. Think of income like water. One stream dries up, you drink from another. 5 streams, you survive a drought. Let's talk about the vehicles that will take you from where you are now to where you want to be. Your current financial situation is point A, and your dream financial future is point B. What vehicle are you using to bridge that gap? Most people rely solely on paid employment, but that's like walking from California to New York. You might eventually get there, but you'll arrive exhausted and too broke to enjoy it. Others choose to drive. They start small businesses while the wise take to the skies. There are 3 powerful vehicles to wealth to pay keen attention to. But before then, if you're getting value and enjoying the content, please hit the like button. If you're new here, consider subscribing to help us reach our goal of 10,000 subscribers. We're getting there. Can I count on your support? If you've already subscribed, please comment "I subscribed." Thank you for that. Now let's continue. The first is entrepreneurship. Start something, anything. Solve a problem or sell a solution. Entrepreneurship gives you control, scalability, and the potential for real wealth. Yes, it's risky, but so is staying in poverty. Secondly is investment. You don't need to build the plane, just buy a seat on it. Invest in real businesses. Own a percentage of something big, rather than having 100% of something small. Consider becoming a silent partner in someone else's vision, or start with dividend-paying stocks. The third vehicle to wealth is real estate. This is the chariot of kings. Real estate is unique in that it creates and preserves wealth. Land doesn't disappear, and houses don't migrate. The wealthy don't save in bank accounts, they save in square meters. Remember Solomon's wisdom. What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? If all your wealth dies with you, you haven't truly lived. As you pursue wealth, ask yourself, will I leave a legacy? Am I impacting lives beyond my own? What eternal investments have I made? In the end, the true measure of wealth isn't what you gather, but what you give. So here's the challenge: upgrade your financial intelligence. Delay gratification, save strategically, invest wisely, and create multiple streams of income. Like Solomon, you were born to thrive. Always note, one stream is survival, multiple streams are sovereignty. Now go to the comment and type this: I will build multiple streams of income. When I see your comment, I will know you are wise and will give your comment a heart. Now that you've commented, let's continue. Let me ask you a question, one that might change your life forever. If someone wired $100,000 into your bank account today, would it change your life, or would it simply reveal it? Now pause. Don't just think about the money. Think about you. Would you multiply it wisely, or spend it frantically? Would that money solve your problems, or expose them? See, the problem for most people isn't the lack of money, it's the lack of meaning, direction, and understanding. And no one understood that better than King Solomon, the wisest man who ever lived. Solomon never defined wealth by the size of a bank vault. To him, wealth had depth, structure, and spirit. It was a house built on 7 pillars, and when you understand them, when you truly understand them, you don't just get rich. You become someone wealth never wants to leave. Up next, we'll delve into the 7 pillars of wealth, not just as abstract concepts, but as powerful keys designed to unlock a transformed, more empowered version of yourself. Wealth pillar number 1, knowledge, the foundation of transformation. Solomon said, "By wisdom a house is built, and by understanding it is established." Let me tell you about 2 men. Both inherited farmland. One just started planting, digging, sweating, hoping. The other read books, studied soil chemistry, consulted experts. 10 years later, one had a garden, the other had a global export. Same opportunity, different knowledge. The tragedy is, people invest in clothes, gadgets, vacations, but hesitate to buy a book. They'll binge a 6-hour Netflix show but say a 30-minute podcast is too long. Yet life punishes ignorance and rewards awareness. What you don't know isn't harmless. It's expensive. So ask yourself, are you informed enough to transform? Because what you refuse to learn today will cost you tomorrow. Wealth pillar number 2, integrity, the hidden currency. Solomon once wrote, "A good name is better than great riches." Sounds old-fashioned, doesn't it? But let me share a story. I once visited a large electronics company where I encountered a beautifully organized inventory. During my conversation with the owner, we shifted to the topic of integrity, and what he shared left me speechless. He revealed, all the goods in this warehouse are worth over $200 million, but my personal investment in this business is less than $50,000. Seeing my shock, he elaborated. Years ago, he met a Chinese businessman involved in electronics and proposed a bold idea. If the businessman trusted him with some goods, he would sell them and return a percentage each month. The businessman took a chance on him, and they signed a deal. Since then, he has never defaulted. Month after month, year after year, he honored his commitment. This trust has deepened over time, allowing him to receive goods worth over $200 million on credit. That experience taught me something profound. Integrity is social capital. It's a form of currency that allows you to buy trust, forge partnerships, seize opportunities, and ultimately build wealth. Unfortunately, many people today lack this essential currency. They borrow money from friends, set repayment dates, and when the time comes, instead of communicating, they vanish, burning bridges that could lead to greater opportunities. The truth is, one of the quiet reasons many remain poor isn't due to a lack of intelligence or resources, but rather a lack of integrity. Guard your name more fiercely than your wallet. Wealth pillar number 3, relationships, the ladders you don't see. Solomon said, "Two are better than one, for if one falls, the other lifts him." Let me ask you, who's lifting you? Who's speaking your name in rooms you haven't entered yet? Wealth isn't always who you are. Sometimes it's who knows you. One phone call, one introduction, one "I know someone who can help." There are things that money simply can't buy, things that relationships will provide for free. If you're still trying to go it alone, take a moment to pause. Wealth is a team sport, and no one achieves success by themselves. Embrace the power of connection and collaboration. Together, we can reach heights that are impossible alone. Even Jesus didn't walk alone. He chose 12. You're trying to build an empire solo. Stop it. Wealth is a community effort. Want to go far? Find your people. Wealth pillar number 4, systems and structure. Don't just hustle, build. Let's be real. Hustle is overrated. You can be the hardest worker at the gym, but if you're lifting the wrong weights the wrong way, you'll end up tired and injured. Systems are what separate activity from achievement. You don't rise to the level of your dreams, you fall to the level of your systems. Ask yourself, is your life organized or just busy? You can only scale what's structured. Talent without systems is like trying to carry water in a basket. Looks intense, accomplishes nothing. Build systems, automate processes, delegate roles. Stop being the employee, the manager, and the janitor of your own life. Wealthy people don't hustle harder, they structure smarter. Take a moment to comment this. The poor repeat tasks, while the rich repeat systems. When I see your comment, I'll recognize your wisdom and give you a heart. Now that you've shared your thoughts, let's dive deeper. Wealth pillar number 5, patience, the process before the prize. Microwaves make meals fast, chefs make them memorable. Solomon taught that the plans of the diligent lead to abundance. Diligent, not desperate. Yet today, we want 6-packs in 6 days, million-dollar ideas overnight, and success with no scars. But even miracles take time. God created the universe in 6 days. Jesus spent 30 years preparing for 3 years of ministry. And you want to quit after 3 failed attempts. No great oak grows overnight. Your destiny takes time. Don't confuse delay with denial. Be patient with your process. Remember, if you harvest too soon, you ruin the crop. Let the roots grow deep. Wealth pillar number 6, communication, the bridge to every blessing. Solomon said, "A word fitly spoken is like apples of gold in settings of silver," which simply implies the right word at the right time is priceless. Words are the steering wheel of your life. They start wars, end marriages, save lives, and spark movements. You can have the idea, the talent, the looks, but if you don't know how to communicate, you'll stay invisible, or worse, misunderstood. Learn to listen, learn to speak, learn to negotiate, to apologize, to inspire. The wealthiest people in the world are often the best communicators. Your next breakthrough may not require more effort. It might just require a better conversation. If you're finding value in this video and want to explore more topics like this, let me know by commenting, "I want more." Your feedback is important, and I want to hear from you. Wealth pillar number 7, wealth creation. It's not magic, it's mastery. Solomon never chased money, he attracted it. Because true wealth isn't money, it's mastery. If I handed you $100 million today, you would be instantly rich. However, without wisdom, you could easily find yourself back at zero in just a few years. True wealth is holistic. It encompasses assets, health, relationships, reputation, spiritual depth, and sustainable systems. Some people are so poor that all they possess is money. Wealth is created, not simply wished into existence. You must take responsibility, pay the price, and recognize that wealth creation is a journey, not a lottery win. So what do you truly want? Do you seek quick cash or a lasting legacy? Do you desire loud riches or quiet wealth? Do you want a fleeting lifestyle or a sustainable life? The difference between the poor, the rich, and the truly wealthy is clear. The poor chase survival, the rich chase income, while the wealthy build systems, cultivate relationships, and uphold values that endure beyond their lifetime. Choose wisely today. Who do you want to become? Because wealth isn't something you hold, it's something you become. If this message resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it, discuss it, and put it into practice. Here we focus on more than just finances. We explore biblical principles of wealth. I want to hear from you. Which of the 5 ancient wealth laws, or the 7 pillars of wealth we discussed, had the most profound impact on your mindset? If this video has added value to your life, and you're eager to make the most of it, please share your feedback in the comments below. Let me know you watched until the end, by including the phrase, "I watched the video till the very end," and I'll be sure to give your comment a heart in recognition of your commitment. To continue your journey towards success, please take these important steps. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell. By doing this, you'll ensure you never miss the life-changing content we share each week for free. Don't miss out on our future videos, where we'll offer even more valuable insights. All I ask is for your subscription, and I genuinely appreciate your support. Creating quality content for you is our passion, and your encouragement keeps us motivated. We'd love to hear how this channel has impacted you, so please share your story in the comments. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to get the Infinite Assets Guide and check out our other videos displayed on your screen now. We appreciate you.